So ride with me. How y'all doing out there? So I try to make myself like a small commitment that I would not discuss politics on this channel for the most part, because although I love the platform and I think it works for it, I also believe that politics is one of those things where you really have to hear both sides. Like, that is so vital to the resolution effort, right? The thing that you're debating, etc. And I do consider myself someone that is political for the most part, but because of being in the service and different things like that, there's different times that hat has to come on and off, and you have to really learn your boundaries, etc. and what you can say, what you can't say, especially in regards to the commander-in-chief, right? So it's a lot of political stuff going on right now, but I want to separate and have a conversation about diversity and inclusion. Here's the deal. I recognize that when you do talk politics, you risk putting yourself at either an advantage or a disadvantage. I'm getting my headphones because some people are going to agree with you, some people are not going to agree with you, but the differences of opinion could cause an effect on your viewership. It could be a negative effect, could be a positive effect. Maybe you're opening up to another audience, right? So I'm one of those type of people. I've never really been afraid to take risks. Just not really like my thing to just like jump scared. But at the same time, I have common sense and business sense. So same thing, you got to know when to play the game, right? So diversity and inclusion is something, diversity, equity, and inclusion, diversity, equality, and inclusion. And I'm saying different E words for a reason. And if you get what I'm saying, then you'll get it. So we did equity, we did equality. Ultimately, what I'm getting at is, what is the core of what your company stands for? Do you stand for a company in which you and the people that make up your company possess or hold enough equity throughout that company to where you're on a mutual mission? Or is it a company that is just about the numbers? We're here to make money. We don't care what our customers think. We don't care who our customers are. We just want the money, right? Or are you a company of partnership? We care about our customers. We care about our employees that help make us the company that we are, that help us make money, get to profits, get to growth, expansion, and all the good things that come with it. Therefore, because I care about my employee, I care about their families, I care about their benefits, got that. All right. Now, when we look at equality, what do my employees look like? Do my employees look like the customers in which we serve, which is a variety of people, a variety of beliefs, a variety of sexes and differences that make America the strong place that it is? It is our differences that actually make us stronger. Our mutual understandings, our mutual thoughts, etc., they're excellent, right? But when we debate our differences of opinion, of background, of culture, experience, etc., we form something better, because now I'm understanding from a different point of view, right? Now I'm seeing it from a point of view in which I'm not familiar with, all right? I came from Fayetteville, North Carolina. 26. And in Cumberland County, I was raised and we think like this. You come from such and such wherever, and you were raised to think like this. Does that mean one of us is more wrong than the other? No, not necessarily. One of us is more right than the other? Nope, not necessarily. But when we sit down and we talk about our differences of opinion, we can look at moving forward in a unique way. And you may know a way that I've never touched, right? And you may know an easier way, right? And I may have been doing it for a long time, but I may have been doing it hard and wrong, right? So try to bundle that all up and think about it from a corporate position, right? A situation where a corporate entity has made a decision to step away from a diversity, equality, and inclusion type operation. So that means when they go to their hiring efforts, things like veteran preference, right? And feel free, fact check me in the comments, right? In my opinion, veteran preference is a piece of the DEI. Not growing their company with you or hiring you based on your color, your sex, your origin, your preferences. That's big. That's big because it changes the dynamic of your company. It changes the face of your company. I don't have to necessarily. There are things that help influence my purchase decisions. Absolutely. Right? How a company holds and maintains itself, how it represents itself, what it thinks about me as the customer, what it thinks about its employees, how it treats its employees. Yeah, I factor stuff like that in. Am I studying that every single day? I'm not. I'll be honest, right? I am one of those type of consumers, right? If I need it, I'm going to get it, right? Sometimes if I want it, I'm going to get it. We got to be careful there. But if I know of a company going beyond the status quo, beyond standard, to ensure that they have a DEI focus, absolutely, that will influence my purchase decisions to support a company like that. Because they support the same mindset that I do. We agree, obviously, on quite a few things. And we both believe, we have a mutual belief that there is success in diversity and inclusion. I don't want anybody not hiring somebody qualified or more qualified in most cases just because of their skin color. I want them to have a focus on, let's take a look at the last X amount of people that we hired or what we're looking for in this position, and let's make sure that we're being equal in our hiring efforts. Let's make sure that if we look at our numbers and all of our hiring stats show that we've only hired qualified majority representatives, we need minority representation. Why? Because of the diverse mindsets, the diverse experience, overall downright the qualifications, right? So we're not looking at it based on a skin color, but we're making sure that we're not allowing our bias of not being racist, of not being non-diverse, to create a bias on the other side that ends up making you racist, non-diverse. So I believe that what's happening right now is so alarming, and I don't think I'm going to keep quiet about it. So I'm going to be honest. I don't think that I'm going to be uninformed, but I do believe there's a different way to express your support, your rage, your anger in dealing with some of this. I believe there's a better way. There is a way, right? I think a lot of people are doing a lot of good things. I know there's a list going around on X. I don't know if y'all use X, Twitter. That's what I call it. Not a big fan of Elon Musk. Sorry. But I believe that there's a list going. I think it's up to like 10 companies, and I'm sure it's many, many, many more. Companies like Costco, Apple, of course. Waiting on Google. I'm not really sure what Google is doing. I know some of these companies have went to quote unquote kiss the ring, giving millions of dollars to the inauguration, etc. However, also keep in mind these companies are known for doing that. I don't think everybody became weird overnight. We'll just use it like that. I think that these companies are positioning themselves. They're making business decisions to position themselves in a better position to grow their company. Right, wrong, annoying, bad media. It's snowing outside if y'all can't see it, or snow on the ground. That's why I'm on. But it is what it is. It's happening. All right. Companies like Apple, Costco, there's been several others that have came out and said that they will, Delta Airlines came out that they will continue to keep a DEI focus in their hiring practices and just throughout the culture of their business. So if you want to shift your shopping to some of those more DEI focused companies, and listen, DEI has been weaponized to mean something that it absolutely doesn't stand for, and I don't like it. All right. There are education, how do I call it? Studies. There are scholarly, like, diversity is so important that you can get a degree in it. Diversity and inclusion, certificate, degree, whatever you want to call it. And you can take that and be a huge part of what a company offers, right? And be a vein in the heartbeat, if not the heartbeat, of that company. So it is huge. It is very important. It is a mistake for companies to turn away their focus in thinking maybe they need to reevaluate their diversity and inclusion programs. If they felt that this mandate was causing a racist situation or a racism focused, or it was costing money to promote equality, and maybe they need to reevaluate their program to take it away. I'm not sure. No, I know I'm not sure. No, let me correct that. That was wrong. How companies will bounce back. See, I think another thing people have to realize is, again, not trying to make it too political, but the person that's in office does not have a habit of doing good things, and damn sure doesn't have a habit of keeping quiet. I think that a lot of things are going to catch up this time that didn't last time, and I'm not talking about investigations, et cetera, et cetera. I think the fact that that party has given the person a platform, oh, he gonna use the hell out of that. And so for most people, sitting back being quiet, sitting back and doing work in other ways that aren't so out loud is probably smart, because the loud part is going to happen on its own, i.e. this. What I think people have to realize is something happens every 2 years. Votes every 4 years are important, but those ones every 2 years are important too. And if what I think that is going to happen happens, the support will quit at year 2, if it lasts that long. What I mean is, things like this are not only legacy damaging, but they have long-term effects on the economy. It'll have a long-term effect on this legacy. And I think doing the right thing is just one of those things that you better get on board with. So check it out. My heart hurts for people who are in positions in companies where their focus is diversity and inclusion, and they are losing that platform. They are losing the ability to be that heartbeat for the company, right? And they're losing their jobs. My heart hurts for agencies, right, that are having to pull funding from programs that support diversity within the workplace. Holidays. I think some holidays are going to be challenged. I think that it's gonna make a mess. So what do? I'm gonna talk more about that in another video. For now, I just wanted to kind of give like a brief overview of what I see, what I've tried to kind of keep away from in a sense, but I want to be honest and say that I won't remain quiet for too long, and I'll do it in a way that's strategic and professional and understanding, you know, different positions and alignments and all that other kind of stuff to make sure I don't get in trouble. But I will be honest, as always. I will not act in fear. But understand that it's disheartening to see and hear certain situations that are going on. And I do hope that companies get on board with doing the right thing, because it does matter. It matters to the employees and their families. It matters to the consumers, right? And I would caution that I believe that doing this in the wrong way will have an effect that we shouldn't be striving for. You know, again, just that whole do the right thing. You know the right thing to do. Diversity and inclusion is very important, and it needs to remain a focus. It needs to remain a strategy for companies to continue their reach, to continue their diverse practices, to make sure that they're maintaining a solid group of people, a family, that family orientation within the company, within their hiring practices. I can go on and on, but very brief overview. Feel free, fact check, do your thing in the comments. I'm giving my kind of all around, all over the place, you know, explanation of what is running through my mind as it pertains to DEI and corporate entities and their dropping of DEI programs or walking away of DEI programs. And I think it's extremely hurtful to see it, especially in federal agencies. But let's see what happens. Hope everybody's having a great day. Nothing to ruin the day over. Definitely something to pray over. And something to look into taking action on, you know, in a very responsible and safe way. And make people listen with your dollars that you spend. Keep that in mind. There is power in that wallet. So I suggest, you know, taking advantage of that too. So hope y'all having a good day. Thanks for riding with me and talking about DEI. Have a great day. Talk to y'all soon. Jay.